Hi, I'm Keith McAvoy, CEO of Success That Works and founder of Supercharge Academy. A question I get all the time, which is, Keith, how do I increase my salary? Okay, and it sounds so simple. And here's the thing, it is so simple, but it's not what you think. Because most people expect a magic answer. They tell me their story and they go, oh yeah, what you need to do is this. Or actually no, in your situation you need to do that. But actually, I've got news for you. It's actually 3 times worse than that. Because you've actually got 3 things you need to do. There are underneath all of the stuff that's thrown on top of you and what everyone tells you about salary and how to earn. There's actually only 3 things that you need to be concerned about and focus on. They are the 3 jobs that every time you think about salary, in fact, every time you get up out of bed in the morning, you should be thinking about what am I going to do in each one of these 3 jobs today? Because if you can do that, I absolutely guarantee it, you will blow your salary expectations out of the water. You will absolutely definitely get what it is that you should be earning. But let's go through it, okay? And at the end of this, you'll see what I mean. And if you get this, right, because most people don't get it. Most people nod up and down and say, oh yeah, I understand it. And they don't, they just gloss over it. So pay attention, please, just for it's going to take me about 4 minutes to show this to you. Because if you get this, and if you get the implications of what it is that I'm going to be explaining to you, seriously, this is worth a lot of money to you, okay? So the first thing is, again, you've got 3 jobs, okay? Your first job is positioning, okay? Okay, Keith, what do you mean by positioning, right? This is, you need to be really, really clear about what problem it is that you solve, okay? Who do you solve that problem for? And when you solve that problem, how is it that your boss or your customer benefits? And when someone asks you that question, you need to be able to go bum, 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 okay? Again, what problem do you solve? Right? If you're not solving a problem, no one's going to pay you. And who is it that you solve it for? Okay, you need to be quite clear. So different types of people have different problems and need to be solved in different ways. So which type of person are you going to solve the problem for? And what's the benefit that you're going to deliver? If you think about it, around here, I've got quite a lot of cafes and restaurants, right? But each one of them is slightly different, or the very good ones are different. And you probably have around where you live lots of cafes and restaurants. But think about them, right? Which is the restaurant that you like going to most? And I almost guarantee it's a restaurant that is solving a problem for you. Maybe your problem is you want really good tasting food with an excellent wine selection. And that's what they provide. Or maybe you just want a place where your whole family can go sit around and have very good value, but pretty okay food. Yeah? Or maybe you just want some place where you can actually meet up for a cup of coffee and a pastry, right? Almost in your head, you're probably imagining, well, that's that place, and that's that place, and that's that place. You see, they're solving a problem for you. And the benefit that you get from, say, going to a really nice restaurant with that wine list is probably, that's when you're there with your wife or you're out trying to impress someone. Maybe it's your really good friends, you go out to that restaurant. Whereas the benefit's different when you go to the one where your family is there, because that's a family occasion. And you don't want to be spending loads of money, but you want to have an event. So you see what I mean? Problem, who are you solving it for, and what's the benefit? Get that really clear. The second thing, and this is the one that most people focus on, but not quite enough, and it's producing. That's your other job that you've got to do. You've got to produce. You've got to do stuff. So basically, but you can't just do any stuff. What you've got to, the key to producing is you've got to be relevant. Okay? Lots of people spend their lives being very busy doing lots of stuff, but actually it's not relevant to what it is they want out of life. It's not relevant to their positioning. If that cafe, the nice cafe that produces those nice Danishes, right? If they're also selling pizzas at the same time, that's not relevant to me with my cup of coffee. So they might be really busy in the kitchen making these pizzas and delaying my pastries coming out, right? But it's not relevant. So you shouldn't be doing it. You should only be doing stuff and producing stuff that's relevant. And when you're producing stuff that's relevant, make sure it's great quality. Goes without saying. If you're producing a Danish, right, make sure it's a nice Danish. Don't produce something really not very nice. I was about to say a word I shouldn't have said, hence the little delay. But don't produce something that I wouldn't like to eat, okay? Make sure it's a good quality, sufficient, yeah? And also, when you're doing something, think about the results at the end of it, yeah? Because you know how it is. You could spend 2 hours doing a job and you could get a great result, or you could spend 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 years and not have a result at the end of it. When you're producing, results count. Yeah, you want to be able to go back and say, when I did this that was relevant, I got this result. When I went out for my lovely meal in my restaurant, they gave me an amazing bottle of wine. The waiter corked it there for me. Wow, we loved it. The smiles, results, on my friend's face as we talked about it for weeks and weeks afterwards, right? You get it? And the third thing is promotion, or promoting, should I say. This is your job. Right? You might not want to hear it, but you might be producing relevant stuff, right? You might be perfectly positioned, but if no one knows about you, all of this is just a waste of time. Right? Imagine that great restaurant. If I didn't know it was there and its opening times and that it was there for me, right? I wouldn't be attending it. And guess what? That restaurant, because they're not promoting it and letting me know that they're doing not only themselves a disfavor because I'm not spending money with them, they're doing me a disfavor too because I don't know that I want to go to that restaurant and it's there. So it's really important to realize one of your jobs is to promote yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to be, one of those guys going on and on and on about themselves. This just means that you need to make sure that the people who you can help with your relevant things that you do, that they know you can help them. Yeah? Is that hard? Hey, Bill, who's nodding there behind the camera. Bill, I can actually help you do X, Y, and Z. Right? Have I been horrible about it? No. Have I gone, oh yeah, I'm brilliant, I'm wonderful? No. I just know that I can help them. I'm just saying, hey, I can help you. Okay? So 2 takeaways for you from this. The first is, you have 3 jobs, but you need to make sure that they're balanced, okay? It's no good just producing, or just positioning, or just promoting, right? If you just focus on one, or even just 2 of them, no good. You must focus on all 3, okay? So balance on all 3. And the second thing, the really obvious one is, once you've got your balance, start getting excellent at all 3. Because when you get excellent at all 3, that's when the magic happens. Talk to you next week. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, I've got 2 things that you can actually do right this second. The first thing is click the button just here and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that means that you won't miss any future episodes from me. And the second thing that you can do is, if you click the button just here, is you can sign up for my weekly newsletters, which have loads of free tools and insights and lots of really cool stuff that basically will help you to go and earn your worth in a job you love with a great work-life balance, because you so deserve it.